next thing, we've got the axle here. First thing we're going to do is tighten down the drain bung, so we don't forget it.
Yes.
We can do that just with a
½ inch.
with the socket that you had out earlier. Yeah, this is really good axle. There's no wear in the shock supports or anything like that. Yeah, because if we're all in a rush, Paul, we forget that, and you're back for another axle. That's good. Right, so the next thing we've got to do, put it like that, look. We've got to get that bearing shell out of there. Okay. And the remains of the paper gasket is in here. We can do that with our...
Oh, the dismantling tool?
The dismantling tool.
Oh my God.
There it is, look. Did you see it?
Are there any left after the recent rush?
Not sold one. Yeah, you can see all the bits of paper coming out?
Yeah.
Now that's why a lot of these things leak.
Right, little micro bits like that, yeah.
Because it tips the seal over, so we can look underneath and we can well, maybe you can see, I don't know, you're over there. What are you doing over there? You can see little bits of paper gasket that's been left over, so we can put those in a disposable place and then throw it over next door's fence. So that's, I liberated this hammer when I was an apprentice. Because it's got two little notches in there. You didn't know that. Is it moving?
Yeah, it looks like coming.
What's the condition of that bearing, Paul? Oh, not bad. It's paint mainly. It's on there. Well, yeah, it's not very good. I'm glad we're replacing them.
Yeah.
Music Chinese. Now, let's tip it. Yeah, stand it up. See if we can get. I don't want to do that one. Let's see if we can find something that'll slip inside. Ooh. So now we're going to take the pinion outer bearing out of here. Now we've had to mess about. We've got it set up at the moment, but I'll show you in a minute how I made a little tool to get this out, because the inner bearing here is bigger than this one, so you can't get access to it. So we're going to put a plate across there, and we're going to knock it down so we don't damage that shim. Oh,
Hopefully.
you ready?
Yeah.
Is there a shim in there? Did the shim drop out? Just bring it in, Paul, before it falls on the foot.
Don't think so.
Yep.
There is?
Yeah, there is.
Oh, good.
So we got the shim out without damaging it, because the shim goes behind here, and hopefully we won't have, if we keep the same bearings, we should keep the same shim, because we're using the same pinion. If you mix and match them up, you're going to have a right mess about. So that's my tool I made. We had to cut the corners off so it would drop in and tip flat like this, and then it would hit the shim like this at the bearing without damaging the shim. Well, if you see what I mean. So that's good. So we know that, look, you see, there's two shims.
Two shims there, yeah.
Yeah, you see. So now,
Let's give them a clean.
clean him out, and all we need now is some parts. That's all we need, some parts. Simple as that, isn't it? Right, so we've got a good part of our parts here to do this diff. Going to fit a new bearing for the pinion here, the outer. I've got a nice fitting bush. I'm going to tap that in so it seats in nice. That's a really nice snug fitting. You can think it was made for it. Where's that fell out? A nut. Oh, that's that nut we've got to weld on. No, I'll put it the other way. Just remember it.
Yes.
Alright, so we've got that. We're going to put the bearing back in the box until we need it. Now, crucial bit, so we're going to put that seal, that ring away. This is a really handy box to have of all various sized, can you see that? Oh, yeah, just point that camera down a little bit. Sort of bearing fitting bits. And the next thing, that goes in there, that goes in there, and the next one we want is put the pinion outer in, but first of all we've got to remember to put the shims in. Shims. Shim, shiminy, shim, shim, shiroo. So we'll flip it over. Oh, lovely.
Now you put the drop.
Yeah, I'm just wondering, we should draw it in really, shouldn't we? Make a nice job. If it's going to be long enough. Ah, you bugger. Just a bit too short. But we can start it off with that.
Okay.
And then pull it in. It's just a bit too short. Oh, wait a minute though. Let's take these washers off here. Right, let's turn this axle a bit.
To you? Towards you?
To the front. That's it. Now we'll get the get a spanner for the bottom. I'll hold it with this one. Can you turn that, Paul?
Yeah, I can. I'll just shift this to one side.
Get it started.
Alright.
Yeah.
Well, is it moving?
Yep. It's sort of better than hammering.
Oh yeah. I can swivel that around a bit.
Yeah, how's that?
What is-
Yeah, tighten it up there like that.
Well, that's just
That tight.
it. Yeah.
Give it a manly tight. That'll do. Not going anywhere. Right, let's back it up. There we go. I'm just going to give it a little tap round with a punch just to make sure it's alright. Do you would like to put those back in the box there, Paul?
Fine.
Because if I hear it ring, I know it's down, you know.
Yeah.
Oh, that's down. That's it. That's lovely. No damage caused there. Next thing we'll do, we'll put the bearing on the pinion. Right, so now we're oiling up the pinion. We're just using a regular oil for now, it doesn't really matter too much. We're going to drop that into place. Like that. The next thing, we're going to put the sleeve in
This crushable sleeve.
This crushable sleeve. We'll turn this axle. And that's just dropped out, so yeah. Right. Now I'll tell you what, do you want to come this side and be the operator of the thing? So you keep it tipped like that, but we don't want the pinion to come out. Oh, JP's got the pinion. We can't do it anymore.